Take a seat, please. Welcome to Space Heating 101.
Question. Is your name really Brian Hawk, Energy Doc?
Yes, exactly. So today we are going to be talking about BTUs. Can anybody tell me what a BTU stands for? Audrey?
British Thermal Unit.
Yes, exactly. And the unit of the British thermal unit is what it takes to raise 1 pound of water 1 degree. Why is that important? Because that's how heating and cooling contractors measure the load on your home. Somebody comes out and tries to sell you a heating or cooling system, they're going to calculate how many BTUs are needed in your home during the heating season and how many BTUs are needed to heat your home in the cooling season. Today, to keep it simple, we're going to talk about the heating season only. What we're going to talk about today is 1 quart of firewood, which is one of the more common ways, the old-fashioned way to heat your home, has how many BTUs in it? Audrey?
20 million.
20 million BTUs. The average, am I boring you?
No.
The average BTU cost, or the average cost of a quart of firewood right now is $120. The next closest thing we have is natural gas. A therm of natural gas costs $1.50. If we wanted to use that same 20 million BTUs of natural gas, can anybody tell me how much that would cost you? Audrey?
$300.
$300, that's exactly correct. We're gonna drop down to to propane or liquid propane, LP, at $2.20 a gallon. At $482, how many BTUs have we purchased? Audrey?
20 million.
Exactly. Get this girl a ribbon. So then we're going to drop to our industry, which is a kilowatt hour of electricity. Currently, a kilowatt hour of electricity is 0.095 cents. And at 20 million BTUs for that kilowatt hour for electricity, how much is that going to cost, Audrey? $557, correct. So when we start talking about BTUs and electricity, we're going to convert that down at the most basic level. 1 watt of electricity.
A what?
A watt. 1 watt of electricity produces 3.412 BTUs, and we're not going to break down the cost of that. How do we transfer from a watt to a kilowatt hour, which is what you see on your bill? That is 1,000 watts of electricity for 1 hour. 1,000 watts per hour. The reason we're talking about this today is we really want to talk about portable space heaters. What month is it? Can anyone tell me?
It's November.
It is November. So, most people will start supplementing their heating with space heaters. There are 2 types of space heaters, ones that cost a lot and ones that cost way too much. The ones that cost a lot will operate at 750 watts. The others will operate at 1,500 watts. If you have a space heater that is selectable, what are you going to be able to select between? Audrey?
750 watts or 1,500 watts?
Exactly. So, at 750 watts on a space heater, we are going to be producing 2,559 BTUs. 1,500 watts, we're going to double this one. That equals 5,118 BTUs. Let's break that down on a more monetary scale. We're going to say 750 watts times 1 hour, which is converting that to a kilowatt hour, equals 0.75 kilowatt hours or 7 cents. That 1,500 watt space heater times 1 hour equals 1.4 kilowatt hours or
14 cents.
14 cents, exactly. Can anybody tell me how many hours are in 1 month? Audrey?
730.
Yes, 730. So we're going to use that 730 hours per month to calculate out what it would cost you to operate the 2 space heaters. 730 hours per month times 7 cents equals $51.10 a month. When you're operating at 750 watts, 730 hours times 14 cents, which is operating at 1,500 watts, will cost you, anyone? Audrey.
$102.20.
$102.20.
My space heater, on the bottom label, it says that it's very energy efficient, but it's a 1,500. It tells me that on the label. There's no way it cost me $102 a month. It's only like this big.
Back to the class. That space heater will cost you $102.20 a month. The reason they say it's energy efficient is a space heater, 1 watt of electricity goes in, 1 watt of heat comes out. Ergo, it is 100% efficient. We will get back to that. So, we've calculated out your 1500 watt space heater is going to cost you $102.20 a month. We're going to look at this, our BTUs that's created, 5,118 BTUs times 730 hours. Can anybody calculate that in their head very quickly for me? Audrey.
3,736,140.
Exactly. So we're going to take that 3,736,140 BTUs, divide it by 91,502 BTUs, which is what is in 1 gallon of propane. That equals 41 gallons of propane to create the exact same amount of heat that it cost us $102 with an electric space heater. When we take that 41 gallons of propane and multiply it by the going rate, that equals $90.20. This $90.20, when we break this down into BTUs, that is going to be used more than likely in a furnace, and that is going to give you the same amount of BTUs in a forced air system to heat your entire home. This $102.20 is going to be in a space heater, can be as small as a bookshelf, or it can be an electric fireplace. It can be an old style that will catch on fire, which we don't want. So in the grand scheme of things, you can pay $102.20 a month to heat a room, or you can pay $90.20 a month to heat your house. One reason we wanted to bring this up is space heaters are not always safe. There are old space heaters out there. If you kick them over or they get knocked over by a pet, they can cause fire. One way you can tell also whether you have a 750 watt or a 1500 watt space heater, or if it is selectable, is read the tag. We break these numbers down off of that tag. 750 watts, 1500 watts. I've never seen a space heater that is not one of the two. So in short, can anybody tell me how we can take this $557 for 2 million BTUs of electricity and cut it in half? Audrey.
Call your local energy advisor and ask him about heat pumps.
Exactly.